ძვირფასო კოლეგებო, მოგესალმებით. ძალიან დიდი მადლობა, რომ შემოგვიერთდით. დღევანდელი ჩვენი ვებინარი ეხება სინგაპურის მიმართულებას. ნაწილისთვის უკვე კარგად ნაცნობი ჩვენი დამხვედრი კომპანიის წარმომადგენელი ქალბატონი ნატალია იქნება ჩვენი მომხსენებელი, ბევრ საინტერესო ინფორმაციას გაგვიზიარებს და დარწმუნებული ვარ, რომ პირდაპირ ჩართვაც გამოგადგებათ იმისთვის, რომ წერილობითაც თქვენი კითხვები გამოგვიგზავნოთ და აქვე უპასუხოთ, მათ ვისაც მოგვიანებით და გჭირდებათ გადახედოთ ამ ვებინარს, ჩანაწერსაც, რა თქმა უნდა, ამჯერადაც შევინარჩუნებთ. ძალიან დიდი მადლობა კიდევ ერთხელ თქვენი დროისთვის. Hi, Natalia. Some of us already had the pleasure of meeting you at the last webinar. Thank you so much for your time, and we're really excited and can't wait to hear you.
Good morning, Elena. Good morning, dear colleagues. So hopefully you're doing well. I'm very glad to see you. Thank you for your time today. And yeah, today we're going to talk about the most amazing country. I can't speak it loudly, really. This is Singapore. I hope that someone has already been to Singapore, and everyone is inspired by Singapore. So I have a lot of agents, a lot of partners, of course, a lot of tourists who really is in love with this city, with this country. And I hope that today I can show you the best of this amazing, really amazing city. So yeah, my name is Natalia. I'm head of marketing in DMC company here in Singapore for 20 years operating already. And so let's start talking about this country. So we can start with geography, of course. So this is like a very, very tiny island, Thailand city, Thailand country, but very famous, as you know. So it is only 20 to 40 kilometers. So really, yeah, you can walk around it. But Singapore, as you know, is very strict and very, very safe. Yeah, I think the safest country in the world right now. So we have Singapore entry rules. It's really quite strict. For tourists, we need tourist visa. It's issued in advance, about 4 or 5 working days. It's not very complicated to fill. It's just a picture and some filling form. So absolutely no problems for almost all nationalities. And we need passport valid for 6 months from the date of entry into the country. But as well, we have a wonderful opportunity to have a transit. It's 96 hours subject to departure to a third country. So this is the most important thing. So for example, if you are flying from Malaysia to Singapore and then from Singapore to Indonesia, so you have a right to use this transit 96 hours. But please be aware that, for example, if we are Singapore and then we are going to cruise, so we have to get the visa. But if, for example, the cruise is finishing in Singapore and you are flying out of Singapore...
Excuse me, we lost your voice. Could you please repeat one more time for last 1 minute?
Last 1 minute, since what information?
About the transit visas.
Okay, let's start again. So, about the transit, we have 96 hours subject to departure to a third country again. This is the most important thing. So you are flying to Singapore from, Malaysia, and going out of Singapore flying to Indonesia. So it is okay. You may use these 96 hours with non-visa. But for example, if you're flying from Indonesia to Singapore and then going to Malaysia by car, so you cannot use this transit. You have to get your visa then. The same situation is with cruise. If your cruise starts in Singapore and you are flying from any country to Singapore and then go to cruise, you have to get the visa. But if your cruise ends in Singapore and you are flying out of Singapore to any country, so you have this transit opportunity. So this is the most important thing. You have to fly out of Singapore, not by car, not by cruise, but only flying. So hopefully now it's clear for you. Anyway, we have all the rules, and of course, KOMPAS Touroperator on their website, they have all the rules about transit, about visa. It's not very complicated, again, about the visa, but usually we recommend for you to get the visa for tourists, so because it's you will not be nervous about them, so it's 100% that they will enter the country. So about the Singapore population, you see it's more than 5 million people, and we have time difference with Georgia, it's plus 4 hours. Singapore is very, very, very famous, and its history begins in 19th century when it was opened by English statesman Stamford Raffles. Hopefully you know this name, Raffles. He opened the first hotel, Raffles. It was not in Singapore, but it was in Singapore, sorry. And now you know there are a lot of Raffles hotels in this chain. So the modern history of Singapore begins in 1965, when the country became sovereign republic. Now it is, the East Asian tigers. Amazing economy, very, very developed country. So probably the country has developed electronics manufacturing very high, shipbuilding, of course, because there is a huge port there, financial services. So these 3 main points that brings money to country. And of course, tourism, they do a lot to attract tourists to the country. And probably as well, this is the safest country in the world. In Asia, it's 100%, but in the world as well. But at the same time, I think you know it too, that this country is #1 with prices. Really most expensive city in the world. Every year, I think more than 10 years in a row, we are #1 or #2 in the world with prices. So that's why you have to explain it to the tourists. So comparing to Malaysia, its prices are higher, maybe 3 or 4 times. So it is. So for example, in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur, we can book a Four Seasons hotel, for example. This is 5-star luxury hotel for the same price as in Singapore. We can book just a normal 3-star hotel. This is absolutely normal, but Singapore costs it every single cent. And one more important information about penalties. I think you heard about it a lot, and tourists can ask you about it very often. So please don't be worried about this, because most of the penalties are for citizens, not for tourists. For tourists, two of penalties are the most important. So first is smoking. We cannot smoke everywhere, so people can smoke only in the places for small areas for smoking. But it's, you know, every 100 meters you can stop and smoke. And the second one is about the trash. So you cannot put out the trash on the street, for example. So this will be a really strict penalty. But the others are not about tourists and regulate only the citizens. So that's why Singapore is absolutely safety, absolutely amazing country. And for most of tourists, they prefer, you know, to do stopover in Singapore, especially for the first time in the city, to explore the most interesting sites because they don't know what to see and what to do. But from my experience, I have a lot of tourists, a lot of friends, partners who prefer stopovers in Singapore even 10th or 15th times. So, and every time you come to the city and you can find something new and something special for this time, and I will show you a little bit later. We recommend to start with 4 days minimum to, you know, just to touch a bit with this vibrant city, vibrant country, and to fall in love with it. And after that, of course, you can continue with beach holidays or, for example, with other cities like tourists like to combine, for example, Hong Kong, Singapore, some other China cities, for example, or Japan, so technological. And in Singapore, we have a lot of hotels. So here on the slide, you may see 3-star hotels. Next will be 4, 5, and luxury hotels. So what you should know about the 3-star hotels in Singapore. So this is like for stopovers mostly, of course, for people who doesn't want to stay in a hotel for 24 hours. All the hotels, you may be sure that the service, the meals, clean, everything will be very good. But the one thing should be a bit confusing maybe for tourists, it's the size of the rooms. So most of 3-star hotels are with small rooms. It's about 14, 15 square meters for room. So of course it's just for 2 people. But so all these hotels on the slide are super new or renovated. And all rooms are very good, very clean, very new furniture, amazing swimming pools, and what the most important, it's amazing location. So anyway, Singapore is not a huge city, and there is a very good transport over the city. So for example, it's underground, metro stations are maybe in every 200 meters. Bus stations everywhere, and of course taxi, but taxi here is a bit expensive comparing to Malaysia especially, or other Asian countries. So that's why you may use bus or underground. So again, about the 3-star hotels, it's very good, except the size of the room. Only one thing, you have to aware your tourists. So 4 stars, of course, much more bigger rooms. It's about 20 meters already, square meters already. Same central location. We have a lot, but here are our recommended hotels. When you will book via KOMPAS website or online system, of course, there are much more choice for 4 or 3 stars hotels. Anyway, we have more than 80 contracts, but this is our recommended hotels. So 4 stars as well, very good level of service, very good meals, more facilities, for example, in hotels like more swimming pools, or I don't know, club lounge, for example, in Gentamglin or Oasia. So, but the prices, of course, a bit higher. And the 5-star hotels, also these are our recommended hotels. Some new, like Pullman or Como, they're branded new, opened in the end of 2023. But the same as Park Royal or Grand Park City Hall, it's not new hotels, but very, very good. It's really 5-star hotels with the highest level of service, with amazing furniture design, or restaurants, bars, for example. It's really, really cool. So every time you send your tourists to Singapore, when you recommend the hotel or location or something else, you can be sure that your tourists will be very, very happy during this trip or after this trip, because Singapore can surprise everyone. And of course, deluxe hotels. So as I said, the first and I think the best hotel in Singapore, it's Raffles. I do wish that everyone has clients for this hotel. This is really the most expensive hotel in Singapore, and the oldest hotel in Singapore. Of course, well-known Ritz-Carlton, Mandarin Oriental with a view on Marina Bay and Marina Bay Sands. Fullerton Hotel, the historical building, same as for Capital Kempinski, but these are for, for tourists who love this colonial design, colonial style, and this atmosphere and vibe of English and colonial. And I think one of my favorite, it's Shangri-La Singapore. This is hotel for everyone, with the best kids club in Singapore, really the biggest, with a water park, huge territory. So it's like really Oasia in Singapore. And I cannot skip it. The hotel that every tourist will ask you about, this is of course Marina Bay Sands, most famous hotel. It's signature of Singapore, and when you will sell it, you obviously will. So first of all, you have to tell that there are 2,500 rooms. So just can imagine 2,500 rooms. And of course, you cannot tell that this is really super luxury hotel for with individual service and etc. This is like a huge train station. I cannot say another words. Every minute it is check in, check out, check in, check out. They're trying to do their best to optimize this, but anyway, too many people, especially of course Chinese, who wants to do the picture on the rooftop and in this swimming pool, especially during the festive season like New Year or Chinese New Year. A lot of people, so you can do your checkout or check-in more than 2 or 3 hours. But anyway, the hotel is amazing, so the view is amazing, of course. And last 2 years, they has just completed the renovation, and all rooms are perfect. So really, I cannot promise you how long it will continue before the rooms will be like old and dirty, probably. So for the hotel was opened 12 years ago, and after 10 years the rooms were like not very good. So from now the rooms are very good. You can really recommend it, and don't even think about it. All furniture was renovated, all services was renovated, all amenities, everything. And of course, about the swimming pool. So please tell your tourist that, for example, if they don't live in Marina Bay Sands, so they cannot go into this swimming pool, even for additional payment. So this swimming pool is only for hotel guests. But so 2,500 rooms, of course, start starting at 6 a.m. I think when the swimming pool is open. It is quite full with people, and it's like human soup for me. So you will never do the picture like this when nobody's here. But of course, it's very, very, very interesting. And for example, if you don't stay in Marina Bay Sands, so under the swimming pool, there is a sightseeing point. This is chargeable. We can book the tickets. It is with time slots for every 30 minutes. So that's why if you're just a guest of Singapore, not a guest of Marina Bay Sands, you may just go to this sightseeing point and see the panoramic view of Singapore. So again, Marina Bay Sands is very, very good hotel, but please tell the people that this is not about the individual service, a lot of things. Let me show you. So here is convention center, shopping mall, museums. Here is Gardens by the Bay. Here is the evening show, everyday daily show. So a lot of people, really, theaters, restaurants, bars, upstairs, downstairs, underground. So huge amount of people here every day. So of course, it's not about the individual service. If they want the really individual, so they have to go to any luxury hotel like Ritz-Carlton, Mandarin Oriental, any other, but not Marina Bay Sands. So why go to Singapore? So I can tell you pretty clear why. So first of all, this is an economic miracle. Just to see it with your eyes in real life, that Singapore is one of the world leader in high-tech, as I said, industries, largest financial and oil refining center, by the way. Yes, probably you didn't know that Malaysia is one of the most oil developing countries. So here it is like Sarawak state with a huge amount of oil, and Singapore is refining it. So, and as well, as I said, there is a port, so it's also giving a lot of money to Singapore. The second reason is shopping. So Singapore really is a shopping paradise. A lot of shopping malls. Here you can find international brands, starts with economy, continues with luxury brands, and of course the local brands, very interesting things. Very often agents ask me about souvenirs from Singapore. So first of all, just remember that Tiger brand, I think you know it's about from the Thailand, for example, the Tiger balm for body. Of course, Tiger beer. So this brand is from Singapore originally. Of course, a lot of things like souvenirs with Mir Lion. This is our lion with fountain, with Marina Bay Sands and others. As well, the symbol of Singapore is orchid. And we have a lot of products with orchid. One of my really favorite, especially if you have, for example, romantic couple, or I don't know, man who wants to do the best, some new jewelry for his woman. So you may recommend, there is a brand called Rices in Singapore. It is jewelry. How to explain? This is orchids, real life orchids. In gold. So this can be like earrings or any, but of course every piece of jewelry is absolutely individual, like all flowers are individual, and you may surprise your partner with this amazing jewelry. And as well, in Singapore there is violet gold that sells only in Singapore. I don't know the secret of it. Why is it violet? But it's really violet, and it's so good and very expensive, really, but very, very, very interesting. So what else? What else you can buy there? Premium tea, the brand called TWG. It's already the Singapore, also the Singaporean brand. What else? Pandan. Probably you know. This is the leaves. They use it for cooking. It's like a bit sweet. And they do the cakes with pandan. It's really green and it's very, very interesting for souvenirs. It's very tasty. It's very popular in Asia, to be honest, but it starts in Singapore. So really, you can buy a lot of things to surprise your family and friends. Local cuisine, of course. When you are in Singapore, you are like in foodie city, and everyone tries to surprise you, tries to do the best food you ever tried. The most signature is chili crab, so it's on the picture. It's a bit expensive as well, but it's really good. Pandan cake, as I said. Here in Singapore, there are quite high prices, to be honest. So, for example, when you are trying to eat just outside night markets or like the street cafe, the price starts with, I think, about 5 or 6 USD. Of course, when you want to go to Michelin restaurant or any high-end restaurant, it can start with 20 USD and high, unstoppable. But in every restaurant, food court, anywhere, you will find the absolutely amazing food. The same is for cocktails, because every bar tries to do really something individual, something very interesting. You may go to rooftop bar or any bar, really, even any hotel bar. They tries to do something different, comparing to, for example, their neighbors. So it's really very, very interesting, and your clients have to try a lot of food in Singapore. It's very tasty. It's a mix of Malay, Chinese, Indonesian, Indian, of course, and of course European. So you may find any taste, any restaurant you want. Next reason, as I said, it's restaurants and bars, and this culture of rooftop restaurants and bars with amazing view of the city. So you may note, the names of these bars and restaurants with very, very, very good view. We have a big help brochure with best restaurants and bars in Singapore and Kuala Lumpur. So if you need it, just ask Touroperator KOMPAS about it, and of course we will send you. So what to see in Singapore? Okay, we will skip the video. I'll try to explain you what to see. Hopefully the sound is well. So first of all, for example, if you don't want to spend a lot of money in Singapore for the first time, there are a lot of free of charge attractions here in Singapore. So there is a famous Gardens by the Bay. Let's try again. With their daily, every evening show, musical show and lighting show. Okay, doesn't want to work at all. Okay, let me explain then. Of course, you may walk through the city center. It's Marina Bay, the famous, the #1 landmark here in Singapore, I could say. Chinatown, Little India, Clarke. This is like a river coast, riverbank. What else is free of charge? Jewel, you know this famous waterfall in the airport. So we have a huge airport with 4 terminals, and one of that contains the very, very big shopping mall and waterfall. So what else is free of charge? Like the famous, we have some museums that are free of charge, not much, but we have. So for first time, 3 or 4 days, really you can spend your money only for food, that's all, or maybe for underground or buses, just transportation. But if you will come the next time, of course, you may join to any, you may see any museums as well. And first of all, I want to tell you about the concerts. So Singapore is very famous for their concerts because here in Southeast Asia, Singapore sometimes buy the exclusive rights for concerts of any superstars. For example, last year it was Taylor Swift, so she did her concerts only in Singapore, not even other countries in Asia. So she has really no right to do concerts in any other countries in Asia. So this year it was with Lady Gaga, so only Singapore concerts there. For example, next year we will have the same practice. But anyway, we have a lot of superstars who is coming to Singapore, like this year it was Black Eyed Peas, Sting, Mariah Carey, and now next year we know that Bryan Adams is coming. So a lot, really. If you have tourists who wants to see the superstar here close in Asia, welcome. We have the packages with it, of course. Touroperator KOMPAS publish it everywhere, every time. Join, please. About the exhibitions, the same. We have a lot of museums, art museums, science, like fashion, a lot. And every year when you're coming to Singapore, you may find something new in these exhibitions and museums. So really, for example, this year it was very, very interesting exhibition with fashion. Sorry, I can't remember now the name of the designer, but really, really very famous. And every year they try to change and to do something new. This year, for example, it was 60 years of independence for Singapore, and we had a lot of things in every museum, in every exhibition, in every pavilion. They do something interesting for tourists. The same is for installations. Like just an example, in Gardens by the Bay, we have 2 pavilions, huge pavilions. It's Flower Dome and Cloud Forest. So in Cloud Forest 2 years ago, we had an installation with Avatar movie. So the real figures like moving, the full high. And this year we have Jurassic Park. So really dinosaurs here in Singapore, in Cloud Forest. So it was just before the Jurassic Park movie starts. So it's really cool that for your tourists, for yourself, that if you're going to Singapore, you may find something new every time. Exactly, I think every month, really. And one more thing that we have every year, this is Formula 1. It was just ended 2 weeks ago. Usually it is the end of September or beginning of October. And we have the exclusive Grand Prix. We have the night Formula 1. For example, all other world have day, and we have the night. So that's why if you want to buy tickets and to book hotels, you have to do it really in advance. So now you may start to know the prices and to do the packages. And the same is for celebrations, because as I said, Singapore is very mixed of cultures, of people, of religions, and Singapore as well as Malaysia, they have a lot of celebrations and a lot of day off. This is our pain. So, and for every holiday, they do so amazing decorations all over the city, really all over the city. And of course, every hotel tries to show the best of the holiday, the best of this celebration in his everywhere, in his lobby, in his restaurants. So the most interesting, I think, of course, this is New Year period when there is pine trees everywhere, a lot of things outside. Chinese New Year, of course, with this Chinese dragons, with parrots. What else? Easter, very interesting time. Now it was Deepavali. This is Indian celebration. It was like this week, the beginning of this week, by the way. So for every holiday of any religion, any nationality, Singapore do the best decorations all over the country. So you just may go and enjoy it. About shopping, I already said about shopping. And the second thing you should know, it's about Sentosa Island. Because every time a lot of people who asks us about beach holidays here in Singapore. Unfortunately, I can say that Singapore is not for beach holidays really. So here on the picture, you may see that, as I said, there is a huge port. And for our clients, really, our customers used to see, the borderless sea, clean beaches. But
Natalia, here, excuse me, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Can I ask you one extra question about this
Sure.
New Year period? Could you please tell us more precisely what happens in Singapore during the New Year in general? Do the hotels require guests to attend the gala dinner or something like this?
Depends on the hotel. But not all the hotels, to be honest. Of course, the main thing in Singapore for New Year is fireworks in Marina Bay, and almost whole country are there in this night. So in our system, but in of course in Touroperator KOMPAS system, you may see if there are any extra charge for gala dinners in the hotel. If is it oh my gosh, sorry, I forgot the word. The word.
You can tell it in Russian. We can translate.
It's in my mind. If it's necessary or not. I mean that every hotel has, of course, their celebration, their gala dinner, but I'm not sure if in every hotel there is absolutely necessary. So that's why you should check in online system. It is noticed. It is mentioned. Absolutely. Any more questions?
No, noted. Thank you so much.
Oh, welcome. So, okay, about Sentosa Island, regarding Sentosa Island, again, about the sea, you may see that it's quite an issue with beach holidays here in Singapore. That's why we do not recommend for our CIS tourists, so, and of course for you, for agents to sell the Singapore like in Sentosa, like the beach holidays destination. So let's talk about Sentosa more. So this is the south small island. It's about 15 minutes by car from the mainland to this Sentosa Island. There is a bridge, 2 bridges, and cable car. and not a subway, but just a metro here. So you can reach it quite easy. And this is like the really entertainment island. So there are a lot of parks, entertainment parks here, and not much hotels. There are only 18 hotels here on Sentosa Island, but very good hotels, to be honest. We have two very luxury hotels. It's Capella, and the second one is Raffles. It was opened this year in the beginning of 2025. And a lot of 5 and 4 stars, like you see Hard Rock, Shangri-La, Far East, a lot of hotels. And here in the picture, you may see the beaches. It's like a small lagoons. It's very clean, of course. It's not deep water. For kids, it's really cool. But for adults, it's a bit strange, I said, a bit weird. So we don't like the beach holidays like this. This for Singaporeans, it's okay. For us, it's a bit not the beach holiday. Really, I say like it is. And of course, a lot of tourists who prefer the Sentosa Island holidays, so they stay here only for entertainment parks. So what to see and what to do? As I said, there is a cable car, very good, very interesting from mainland to Sentosa Island. So you may see from the high, the good pictures, landscapes, of this two amazing cities and islands. Still it's a fort. So Sentosa Island was a fort when the British were there. So you may see all these buildings from British and really like fort buildings. And what about the entertainment? So first of all, we have Madame Tussauds Museum. I hope everybody knows what is it. We have amazing daily show, Wings of Time. This is water, lighting, fire show. Sometimes from the hotels, for example, from Far East hotels, from their swimming pools, they're a bit high. You may see this show, but anyway, of course, if you are on Sentosa Island, you should go there in the evening and just to enjoy. This is a story about Singapore and its culture. The biggest aquarium in Southeast Asia, it was renovated just 2 months ago again, and it became bigger, really bigger. So this is the biggest aquarium. Kids love it very, very, very much. And the most famous thing, I think, this is Universal Studios Singapore. There are only 4 entertainment parks in the world of Universal Studios, and one of them is in Singapore, exactly. I would say it's not very huge comparing, for example, to PortAventura in Spain. But for one day, it starts at 10 a.m., I think, and it closes at about 6 or 7 p.m. So the whole day you can spend there exploring all these roller coasters and all the zones, areas. It's very, very interesting. They're trying to update, not every year, but maybe once per 3 or 4 years. So, for example, last year they opened new area with Minions, this cartoon. So a lot of things, even for small kids and for adults, you can find the amazing areas to do pictures and to have fun. So any questions, Elena? What do you want to know more about Singapore?
Here's one question. Generally, we answered, I think, about this, but one more time. Can you give us the list of the best locations we can recommend our tourists and book hotels in those locations? Question from Tamar.
Look, of course, the number one is Marina Bay area. This is most popular with this view, with Marina Bay Sands and everything, a lot of hotels there. The second one, but probably that's for me and for our tourists, for our experience, it's Orchard Road. This is shopping area. A lot of shopping malls there, a lot of boutiques, little shops, groceries, any. So for shopping tourists, absolutely Orchard Road. For a bit economy tourists, but anyway, that's the city center. It's Little India and Chinatown. And by the way, there is an Arabic area there. So a lot of hotels there as well, but not so expensive comparing to Marina Bay area, for example. And quite close to city center. It's about 15 minutes by underground, for example, or by bus to Marina Bay area. So that's, I think, three most popular area in Singapore for tourists. But anyway, as I said, Singapore is quite small country, city. So that's why any hotel is really convenient for tourists with transportation. So maximum maybe 30 minutes by car, by subway, by bus from any point of the city to city center.
Noted. Thank you. And one more question about the Marina Bay countdown during New Year's Eve.
Any more questions?
Do you hear me?
Yes, Helen. I hear you.
Natalia?
Sorry, I don't have a sound.
Natalia?
Oh, now I hear.
Yeah, the question about the Marina Bay countdown during New Year's Eve, this fireworks show, etc. Could you please, for a couple of words, tell us what's there happening?
Usually there is a concert. I'm not sure about any superstars or any famous stars there this year. We don't have program yet. So the Formula One just ended. Hopefully till the beginning of November we can have the countdown program. So usually this is a concert, this is a small parade and the countdown, that's all. That's not like Russian speaking countries. It's about 1 a.m. everything is finished.
Okay, no, thank you. And about the excursion programs, which is made for the groups. Maybe there is some serial excursion programs which some of our clients can easily just join, or it is mostly made individual.
99% individual. This year we started to do the group programs, but it's with Russian speaking guide only. It's with fixed dates. So for example, it's 3 dates. December 30 and November 2nd. So
excuse me, your voice is lost.
That's about the group programs. Others are absolutely individual.
Unfortunately, not
as well. You have to aware your tourists that all guides has to be booked in advance. So if your tourists are in Singapore already, it's only 1% that they can book any excursion there. Because for licensed guides, a lot of work, really a lot of work, a lot of requests. And usually it's about 2 weeks in advance, so they know about their job. So this is good for you anyway. This is like a pre-sale additional commission for you, and a very good experience for your tourists. So you can be sure that your tourists will be in good hands, and they will have a good experience and good emotions here in Singapore. So yeah, for group excursions, it's only fixed dates, and for individual, any date, any time, any destination.
Thank you. For now, we do not have any other questions.
Sorry.
იმედია ჩემი ხმა ისმის და თუ გაქვთ დამატებითი კითხვები პროდუქტის ირგვლივ, საოპერაციო კუთხით, თუ გაქვთ რაიმე დამატებითი, ახლა ეს დრო არის ზუსტად რომ უნდა დასვათ ეს კითხვები, თუ არა, ნებისმიერ შემთხვევაში თქვენ იცით რომ ჩვენ ხაზზე ვართ იმ კითხვებზე საპასუხოდ, რომელიც გზადაგზა გაჩნდება, ალბათ უფრო საოპერაციო ნაწილში. ხაზზე ვართ და შეგიძლიათ მოგმართოთ, თუ ეხლა არის რამე, სიამოვნებით გიპასუხებთ. უახლოესი 1 წუთი მოდი ამისთვის გამოვიყენოთ. თუ არის ასეთი კითხვები. გასაგებია, მე მგონი არაფერი. So, thank you. There is no other questions. I think everything was quite interesting and everyone knows about the direction in general. So if there will be something, we will let you know. So we are on the line.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time, for your energy, for your presentation, and see you soon. Hope so.
Thank you very much. Have a good day and good clients.